Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing, man. What's good with your fam? Hey, listen, man. By now, I know you all heard the news, man. Deontay Wilder will be having the rematch fight against Luis Ortiz, man. They have not yet announced the date for it, but it will be going down probably sometime in the fall of this year. And the big question is, where does this leave Anthony Joshua, man? I know, Anthony Joshua has been stating over and over in the media lately that should he get past Andy Ruiz, that his sole focus would be 100% on Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. But it's obvious Deontay Wilder and his team, they have a plan laid out, man. And they're not worried about AJ, man. They have their own vision. And Anthony Joshua is not in the vision in the direct future. You know, me myself, I was one of the guys who thought that Shelly Finkel's relationship with John Skipper from the Zone would speed up the process with the Anthony Joshua fight. I thought that should Anthony Joshua be successful this Saturday night, I thought that we would have an announcement of Joshua Wilder within the coming weeks, man. But hey, I was wrong again. That's all out the window, man. So you got to look around. You got to look at the landscape of the top heavyweights in the heavyweight division, man. Where does AJ go from here? He cannot take no step backwards, man, to fight guys who we really not familiar with. In my opinion, I think this puts Dillian White right in the forefront. The reason why I say Dillian White instead of Tyson Fury, because it's obvious that Fury and Bob Arum and ESPN, they have their own plan. Just like Deontay Wilder, PBC, and those guys, they have their own plan. The only guys in the top, the only top heavyweights who seem to not have their own plan are Dillian White and Anthony Joshua, man. I think this will force that fight to happen. I think we will see, it all depends on if Anthony Joshua is able to get the victory over Andy Ruiz, which everybody thinks he shall. You know what I'm saying? Which he should. You know what I mean? But you never could sleep on nobody. Andy Ruiz is going to come to fight, man. But should he be successful against Andy Ruiz, man, I think Dillian White, Anthony Joshua 2 will happen. I think it will happen this year. I think Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua, they will have no choice but to give Dillian White what he wants, man. Dillian White has been holding fast on, what he think his worth is, man. He's learned the numbers, he studied the numbers, he know what comes in, and he know what he brings to the table. He turned down this fight before, and I believe he'll turn down this fight again, man. You know what I'm saying? These guys gotta, step the game up and pay the man what he's worth, man. But I think that AJ has nowhere to turn, man. I don't think the fight with AJ and Fury will happen anytime soon. I think that's a dangerous fight for Anthony Joshua. I think he would rather fight Deontay Wilder before he fought Fury. That's just my opinion. But I do think Dillian White is the perfect opponent for Anthony Joshua, man. And I don't want to be disrespectful to Andy Ruiz. I don't want to sound like I'm writing him off, man. I'm just looking ahead at the scenarios, man. And should he get past Ruiz, I think that Dillian White, Anthony Joshua 2 will happen, man. The first fight was, they both were early in their careers, man. Both guys have learned so much since then. They have grown so much since then. Dillian White has, fought tough guy after tough guy. You have seen his game evolved, man. He has grown into a mature, polished fighter, man. Dillian White is definitely polished. He's definitely more seasoned than he was when they fought the first time. But you got to look at the same thing. AJ is more seasoned as well, man. He has gotten better and better, with every fight also, man. And I think that the fans would love to see a Dillian White, Anthony Joshua fight next. You know what I'm saying? We all wanted the Wilder Joshua fight. Obviously, we're not getting that. So we got to settle for the next best thing. That is Wilder Ortiz. And you got to commend Wilder. Although I wasn't a big fan of the rematch, but you got to commend Wilder, man. Wilder definitely got a pair of balls on him to go up against a dangerous fighter like Luis Ortiz, who almost ended his heavyweight reign in that 7th round of this first fight, man. Luis Ortiz is dangerous, man. He is the dangerous fighter, man. Like my man Benny Siegel say, he's dangerous, man. You know what I mean? He's dangerous for Wilder, man. You know what I mean? He present all type of problems, man. Wilder could not get his jab going in the first fight because of Luis Ortiz being a southpaw. Took a while for Wilder to get in his groove, man. And if you look at the cards, Luis Ortiz was winning on the cards, man. You know what I'm saying? If Luis Ortiz didn't gas out trying to knock Wilder out in the 7th, it may be a different ball game. But Luis Ortiz, they had a chance to face Wilder. They know what they're up against, man, and I believe that they will come with a better game plan. Same thing with Wilder. He's faced Luis Ortiz before, so I believe he'll come with a better game plan. But you got to commend Wilder for taking this tough fight. This is a tough fight for Deontay Wilder. Luis Ortiz is not a walkover. It's not a pushover. It's not like Deontay Wilder is going out there fighting a guy like Tom Schwartz or, no disrespect to him, or a guy that we don't know. He is going out there facing a dangerous Luis Ortiz, man. I think Wilder will be the favorite. I think Wilder will win the fight, but it's a dangerous fight for Deontay Wilder, man. But I think Anthony Joshua, they need to pay Dillian White. The UK will go crazy about Dillian White AJ2. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us fans of from the US, we will want to tune into that fight too, just to see, where they're at, man. Like I said, both of them has progressed so much, man, and to see where they're at now in the rematch, I think will make for an awesome, explosive fight. These guys got major history, man. We know Dillian White. I think he stopped AJ in the amateurs, you know what I'm saying? And, they came to the pros, and Anthony Joshua stopped him in the pros. Now it's time to settle it, man. You know what I mean? It's time to settle it once and for all, and I think AJ has nowhere to turn but with Dillian White, man. But I just wanted to get on here and I want to talk about AJ's options, man, and how, Deontay Wilder fighting Luis Ortiz, in my opinion, will force Anthony Joshua, Dillian White too. But that's all I got for now, man. I appreciate you tuning in. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Also, catch me on social media platforms at Big Faces Worldwide. You catch me on Twitter and Instagram. In the meantime and in between time, I want y'all to stay blessed and keep on supporting the sport that we love called boxing. Peace. I'll holla back.